Today, we brought back on, by popular demand, Oli Abbas.
Uncle Oli.
Uncle is going to be mother.
And Cal Parsons.
And people just like video their lives.
You were hooking up with a bunch of guys, and then you showed me his profile.
Christ.
First fan encounter.
When you met Remi.
The following podcast is a Dear Media production.
Pretty basic. Okay, guys, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like during the summer, everything is so busy, from weddings to graduations to traveling. I have a jam-packed summer. I'm sure everybody listening has a very jam-packed summer. And you guys know I am the maid of honor for Kaylee's wedding. I literally stayed up all last night making all the fun little things for her bachelorette. I'm so excited for the bachelorette trip, and I'm so excited for the wedding. It's going to be so beautiful. And Kaylee is planning it all by herself. I truly do not know how she does it. Teacher by day, wedding planner by night. And that means I need to start looking for a dress and shoes to wear to her wedding so soon. On the Macy's website, you guys can find amazing brands like DKNY, Michael Kors, On 34th, and more. Macy's really simplifies shopping by letting you shop by occasion. On their website, they break it down for stuff like vacations, prom, weddings, and even suggest outfits for any summer event that you've got coming up.
I know I'm not alone on this, especially when it comes to shopping for a dress to wear to a wedding. I honestly find myself looking up what to wear to a summer wedding on like TikTok or Pinterest. I've been so in my Pinterest world again. I'm obsessed with it just to find like outfit inspo. And I love that Macy's makes it easy for the customer to shop by categorizing that way. I actually have a summer wedding to attend this year. I only have one so far, which is crazy. I feel like you've had a ton. So you know I'm going to look good for that one wedding. But today I was looking around on Macy's website and saw a really cute dress.
Kaylee's wedding is in the legitimate forest, like in the forest, in the dirt, in the woods. So I'm definitely going to need a super comfortable heel for her wedding, especially with all the running around that I'm going to be doing, making sure things are going to plan.
You need a thick heel.
Exactly.
Do not do a stiletto because your heel will sink in the ground.
Perhaps a wedge.
A wedge.
Perhaps a platform of some sort. Macy's has everything you need for all your summer occasions. Shop at Macy's.com or in-store. Hello, guys. Welcome back to Pretty Basic. I am your host, Remi Cruz.
I am Alisha Marie, and we have two official co-hosts here today.
Co-hosts / guests. Right?
The clarification.
Yeah, right. A little bit of both. I'd say half and half.
Well, it is a little bit of both because, you know, they're on a lot. They're requested a lot.
Very requested.
They're featured in our content a lot. And honestly, Rem and I, here's the thing. A lot of people commented being like, we need a reunion. And we're like, oh, shit, we got to do it.
I agree. Today, we brought back on, by popular demand, Oli Abbas and Cal Parsons.
Both of which our fiancés.
Oh, I didn't know you guys were
We made a pact.
engaged. What's
That's
the
fun.
pact? Did you actually make a pact for real?
Yeah.
What's the pact?
I just haven't heard it.
I was like, what is the pact? The pact is
We love each other.
we will co-parent.
Wait. Are you being for real?
No.
Oh. But like,
90% of the time, anything we say is not
real.
serious.
once you reach a certain age, if we are both still single, would you
I would
actually?
just snap my neck.
Ollie. We're only a minute
At a certain
in.
age.
We're only a minute
Define what
in.
age.
Yeah, like damn.
Would you not really co-parent together?
He really said,
You wouldn't grab the turkey baster?
Turkey baster.
Yeah. We wouldn't procreate. We would just co-parent.
Well, you would. So you would adopt.
No, we would just take one of yours.
Okay.
Yeah.
We could pawn one off.
Yeah.
How many y'all want?
2.
Oh, kids?
Yeah.
We didn't talk about this, honey.
How many do we want? How many?
Save
do
it
we
for the
want?
bedroom.
2.
Two? I want two.
Wait,
too.
I'm being like so serious though. If you both reached a certain age,
I would snap my neck.
well, all
And
right, so that's a no.
I mean,
If we were single at like 80, like bitch.
Not 80. I'm like 40.
80.
Like 40.
40. You know what?
You guys wouldn't. Because we've
I'd
just
be
know this
very
is not the
sad.
first time we've had this conversation. Like we've
not, yeah.
discussed
I'm not
potentially
putting
grabbing
it
the
into
turkey
my
baster.
reality.
I
Okay.
thought you meant it in.
Or that.
That's why she said turkey baster.
Yeah, turkey baster. So you guys could procreate and then you could co-parent without
Maybe by
needing
then I can
any
get pregnant.
Exactly.
With your
any
baby.
Exactly.
I would be pregnant with your baby.
What is
I would have
happening
your-
right
I'm
now?
honestly
I have
not
no
quite
idea.
sure.
Here's the thing. When I was like 17, I easily would have made a pact like that. Like, oh yeah, when I'm 40, because I would have thought it was so old. And now I'm like, oh, it's not that far. Did I mean that when I said that?
I get it.
That is a deadline.
I get it.
Whoa. Let's play a game where we think, like, where do we think we're going to be in 9 years? In 9 years.
In 9 years.
In 9 years.
In
In
9
9
years.
Like, let's just, like, we can speak for each other, too. Like, it doesn't have to be, like, what you think you're going to
Wait,
be.
we
Like,
didn't even give Cal an introduction yet.
Oh, so sorry.
And then can we
don't
go
need
back
to.
to the game?
Yeah.
Cal, welcome to the show again.
Hi.
Hi, Cal. Yeah, if anyone didn't know, this is my fiance, Cal.
If anyone didn't know.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone was just,
Oh,
Ow.
is that what y'all do?
that hurt.
Oh,
Yes.
I bet it did. That's a rock.
wow.
That's a rock.
Anyways, thank you for coming back on the show, Cal. Thank you for coming, Ollie. Today, we're just going to chit chat. I mean, we've got a little fun game plan for later, but yes, perhaps let's get into the idea of where we will be 9 years from now.
How
Let's
old
just kick it off.
What a specific question.
Yes.
Is it that weird? I just thought it was crazy.
No, but like 9 years in particular is very.
Well, 9 years specifically because that's when I turned 40, which is when the pact would have been. So I was like, oh, where will I be in 9 years? Hence, where do we think we'll all be in 9? You can say 10 if you want, but I kind of like the randomness of
I
9.
know where you'll be in 9 years.
Ooh, wait.
Like a drunk wine mom with like a wine company, still rich,
Okay.
still posting.
Oh,
I could see
really?
it, yeah.
Still
Okay.
posting.
Still posting.
Okay.
But like having like a league of influencers.
You mean
A
like
Like
league.
an army.
like a Facebook?
no, like your
Facebook
own
page.
like AI influencers that create for you.
No.
Whoa.
Yeah. In 9 years.
Damn.
I could see it.
9 years?
Little baby AI Alicia's still posting.
Honestly,
little-
that terrifies me.
Yeah.
You know, on Instagram, when you go to like DM someone right now and there's like a little like AI
Yes.
button
Yes.
and there's like all these like celebrities who are
Hold their soul to
who are,
AI.
who
Wait,
are
really?
characters. Yeah. The Kendall Jenner. I think Lauren's on it. Lauren's name I think was Dylan. So you can like talk to like
I've
a
talked to her.
DIY, yeah, like a DIY expert or
Wait,
like Kendall
what?
Jenner. Yeah. Kendall Jenner is named like Tony and you can like chat with Tony who's like a whatever.
Yeah.
Alicia has it, but it's all just variations
Exactly.
of Alicia.
Oh my God.
Schoolisha AI
That's
coming in
actually
9 years.
smart.
Wow.
Well, where will Cal be in 9 years, Ollie?
I'm trying to think. I could see Cal, like, I'm trying to think.
How old are you going to be?
I'm going to think.
37?
Oh my
37.
God.
Well,
You're
obviously
so
he'll be a dad
young.
by then.
Yeah. And how old are you
He'll
going to
be
be?
like,
38.
Oh my God.
I could see like Cal like making like a robot. But like, I don't know what for, but like just a robot.
To clean the house, to do
Oh,
the
no, no, no.
chores.
Not for that.
Oh, I was
No,
wrong.
not
Specific,
for
yeah,
normal
nothing
stuff.
useful.
Nothing useful. You're
Yeah.
so
Nothing
right.
useful.
Nothing useful.
Something that can like boost me up over high walls.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But also, this will make him a millionaire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we will accept that then.
I'm thinking 3 kids for you guys.
Yeah. Well, there's one right here.
4 including Ollie.
Or including Ollie.
I feel
yeah.
like
Three
wait,
vaginal.
your guys' kids growing up are just going to be like, Uncle Ollie. And then like, what?
Uncle is going to be mother.
like, I have 2 moms and 1
Mother.
dad. And they're going to be like, oh.
Oh,
They're going to be at school. Yeah, I have 2 dads. 2 dads and a mommy.
Mommy.
and a mommy.
Polygamy.
We'll see.
Oh my God.
We'll see how many kids we have.
Have you guys,
3.
you
Cal
want
really
3?
wants 3.
Yeah.
You're just happy. What are you wanting?
She wants 10.
No.
I'm kidding.
I don't know. I guess it just depends on like how much I love being pregnant and how much I
Yeah.
love giving birth and how much I love having a child.
Yeah.
I'll
I
never
feel like
know.
you're going to
But
love
like
it.
It'll
2
be
to 3.
easy.
Yeah.
2 to 4.
It'll be a piece of cake.
We'll
For
see.
you, you got to
you.
put it in.
We'll see.
you.
We haven't
That is
thought
true.
that far. I will say I liked having 2. You have 3 siblings though. All he has
Yeah.
comes from a family of 4.
Yeah.
That's really crazy.
Well, since I lived it, didn't seem crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the thing. You're so used to what you grew up with to an extent. So, because how many, you had
I had 2 siblings.
2
yeah.
siblings growing up. We both had only 2
Only
total.
one sibling.
One
Yeah,
sibling
yeah.
growing up. So 2 total. And then you had 4.
Yeah. I will say, like, I was the one who got scammed. Like, literally, like, my sister's college paid for. They all got a car. when it came to me, they were like, "Oh, sorry, we used all the money."
Well, because Ollie comes from a
Damn.
family of 4, 3 older sisters,
Yeah.
and like significantly older than you.
Yeah.
So that's usually how I feel like it
They were
goes
like,
too.
"Oh, you want to go to college? That's nice."
You're like,
This is how you take out a loan.
No,
I
literally.
will say, I think there's like pros and cons because being the oldest kid definitely has it's
You're the guinea pig.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because Cal and I are the oldest
Yeah.
siblings, which we relate to
You
a
get
lot
dropped on your
on each other
head.
things. Oh,
Yeah.
did
Me?
you?
Oh no, like the oldest sibling.
Is that
Yeah.
a thing?
Yeah.
Wait.
That's like a
Yeah,
thing.
I told you what my dad did.
Wait, yeah, but like, is that a normal?
Yeah, even my like oldest sister.
Yeah, my dad threw my head up into a ceiling fan.
Yeah.
That was like
'Cause you don't
moving.
know.
how old were you?
You have
was,
no
like,
baby
less than
spatial
one.
awareness.
Oh, that's like a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
did not know that.
He was like doing the woo
Yeah.
thing, and then yeah,
That's
it explains a
And
So
that's
lot.
how his
bad.
hair turned curly.
and
Oh my God.
wait, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
And then I feel like obviously being the middle sibling has its cons, as we all know, and then being the youngest sibling has
Oh
its
yeah,
pros and
there's
cons.
pros and cons to everything. I'm trying
Yeah.
to think because I could see Remi in 9 years having.
A giant OnlyFans. MILF. I'm just kidding.
God damn.
I'm kidding.
God damn.
He's going for it.
I feel like you are gonna still be in California,
Okay.
not necessarily LA, maybe because
Okay.
I feel like you've always wanted to settle down like by the beach or
Calabasas.
something.
We'll
Hidden
see.
Hills.
We'll
I do see you
Calabasas.
within 9 years, whether it's ongoing or not. You will have had like a Food Network show for sure,
I agree.
Thank you
I
so
so
much.
see
Or
that.
her
I could see
own
that in the
Miss
next
Remy
year.
better.
Network.
or better.
It's from me network.
Yeah,
Like
or
Wendy
better.
Williams.
We
but
will
better.
become Chip and Joanna
Wait,
together.
wait, why do I
Me not
literally
knowing who that is.
What?
From
I'm sorry.
Fixer. Is it Fixer Upper? Is that their show?
Magnolia.
Yes.
Yeah,
What's their
they're-
show called?
yeah.
Fixer Upper?
Yeah. You would recognize, in Target, there's like the
Yes.
home decor
Yes.
and then Magnolia. It's
Yes. We are the
The way
Chip
I
and
know it.
Joanna.
We're not gonna do that.
Except we don't know how to farm or build a house
It's okay.
or do anything.
In 9 years, you can learn.
True.
Exactly.
That's true.
Ollie in 9 years, I think you're gonna.
I'm so scared.
I think you would. I feel like you.
Nurse.
I truly see you becoming the owners of your favorite crystal shop.
Oh my God, I would.
I
Like,
see that.
I
Give
would
the
buy
audience
it.
a little backstory on them, please.
Oh my God. Okay. So when did I move to LA? Honestly, everything's a blur now. Like literally like 11 years ago or so, I started getting into crystals. And then I would go to all these shops and they were always so rude. Like every time, like everything would be locked away. But then I randomly went to this shop in Silver Lake called Spellbound Sky. Please check them
Everybody
out.
go. It's amazing.
So knowledgeable, so nice. And they taught me everything I know about crystals. Obsessed with them. Literally, like all like the A-list celebrities go there. Like everyone that's into crystals. They're so nice. Their Instagram's so good. So it's Mark and Martin. They're partners. They used to work in fashion, and then they left corporate America to start selling crystals. And this was when crystals weren't that popular, but they made like such a curated, like core customer group, like a I don't want to say cult, but like a cult following of sorts, which includes like Ariana Grande and like all these like crazy celebs that like love going there. And I'm just obsessed with them.
Like you are them.
Yeah.
And you're
I'm
like,
so
you would be them in 9 years. Like
Oh
the
yeah,
floor
like
length.
if they were ever like, we're retiring, I'll be like, well, I'll take it.
I could see that. Exactly. Yeah. I could see that for
I
you.
so see that.
I would buy it.
I could see you in a relationship.
Hopefully.
No, it's funny. It's funny. Yeah,
What
I
do you
see
mean
that.
in a relationship. Are we breaking?
We could be open.
They're like
yeah.
so much more coupley than we
Both of our
People
love.
think it's an act.
I know. Our love
do?
language is physical
Yeah.
touch. So
I mean,
we're just
well-
always like hee hee.
No, I need everyone to know they are like on top of each other in a normal setting.
Everyone's gonna think we're like actually making out with each other.
I mean,
Wait, really? Do people think you?
I think people
but we
actually like,
have.
but like, not like that.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all seen it.
I'm not kidding. They will like be on top of each other.
We both like cuddling. It's not our fault. Our love language is physical touch.
What's your love language, Cal?
Hugging you.
Yeah. Hugging Remy.
No, what's your real love language?
Isn't it like I don't know.
Acts of service.
It's like acts of service, yeah.
Quality
You think that's your
time.
I'm pretty
love
sure that is, yeah.
If I had a guess,
I
I would
think-
be like words of affirmation.
I was gonna say Cal's good at everything.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it
Am
could
I,
be
though?
any of them. Yeah. Oh, at least all the love languages, I feel like you have like a little bit of each.
Perfect.
What do you like to receive though?
Have you guys never had
Quality
this
time.
convo?
No, I'm
think-
sure we have. I just
Okay.
have the worst memory.
Oh my God.
Quality time. I
Yeah.
think I did know that.
Aw.
Yes.
He wants to watch a movie with you.
No, we've been
But
doing.
without you
I was
on the
telling my
phone, huh?
vlog that we've gone on so many more dates recently, and we've been hanging out a lot.
You guys are really good at date night. I
Yeah.
feel like I'll be like, what are you doing? You're like, we're going on date night. And
We
I'm like, "Oh."
try. Life gets busy though. Also, like living together definitely makes it sometimes harder to designate that time because you're always together.
Oh, yeah.
But we've been trying to make more of an effort lately.
Wait, what else is on the
shows.
date night list?
Thank
Like, what's
you.
something you're like, oh, like we should do that?
We've been doing a lot of movies lately. Going to the
What was something on our
movies,
list?
watching movies at home.
We
like
wanted to go to
round
round one. Yeah,
like
we want to go to
round
round one
Oh my
for
God,
like
you
a while,
should.
but we
I
haven't
miss
done it
those
yet.
We need to go.
Tenders.
Should we go tonight? Let's go tonight.
Let's go tonight.
Actually, I need to
Gamers.
I need to go to a sex shop tonight.
Oh.
I need to get some penis straws for an upcoming event.
Can you
And
pick
Oh,
me
I
up
thought
some
this was
things?
going in a completely different direction. I was like, they're about to open up.
Surprisingly, they don't sell penis straws on Amazon. Isn't that crazy?
Really?
I thought they would have.
They
Everything
have
on
to.
there.
I
Yeah.
thought they, maybe I didn't look hard enough.
I just
Um,
like, wow.
Got to go to Amazon's like secret like section of their website. You know,
You know
all
what?
the
You're
dirty
right.
stuff.
Why
I just
don't they
can't
sell
here's-
them.
I'm saying this because I can't imagine half of the girls I've
Oh.
known in my life go
They do.
to a.
But you know what? They
and
weren't
the
on
affiliate
Prime.
link is down below.
They weren't on Prime. That was my thing, and I needed them to be on Prime. 'cause-
Okay.
I knew it.
Oh my God, this is a game where you throw the hoop onto the banana. Okay, I'm gonna go buck wild at the sex shop tonight, and then we'll go to
For
round
the
one.
Bachelorette that you're going to?
Yes.
Can you pick
For
me
the
up a few things?
Bachelorette.
I
Put
didn't
it
know
on
we'd
the-
be going to a sex shop. That came out of nowhere.
Are you
Well,
excited?
Drop me
Yeah.
off at home.
He
Remember
said,
when you
I'll
guys
wait in the
sent
car.
me a video of you guys in the sex shop?
What'd you say?
Remember you guys sent me a video of you guys in the sex shop?
I've never been to a sex
I think-
shop. I don't know what you're talking about.
We love a sex shop. They're just it's so interesting to see all of the inventory.
options.
I think it's so cool. I really do. We're a very sex positive household.
yeah.
What's your love language?
Thank you so much for asking me, Ollie. My love language is definitely physical touch. And
As they're holding each other's arms.
I would also say I do really appreciate acts of service, but I definitely can take it for granted at times. Because I will say growing up, like Ashley and my dad are like that. Like they're just like, they'll clean, they'll like bring coffee. Like every day my dad will bring my mom coffee. And like to me that felt normal. So I feel like it's easy for me to take it for granted. But when I think of like having a partner, I definitely think of like how I would need acts of service, you know?
Mm-hmm.
When's the last time Ollie has done an act of service?
Well, that's why I wanted to.
Jesus.
I thought you were going to say for you or like you just ended it at period, acts of service.
I'm just too monotone. That sounded very
He's
serious.
so monotone. I'm like, are you mad at me?
Yeah.
Let me rephrase. When was the last time that Ollie did an act of service for you that meant something that really stuck with you?
Got it.
Sorry.
I did ask him to take some vlog footage of me an hour ago, and he did that.
Wow.
You got me mellow without me asking,
I did.
and that meant so much.
I did.
What is
there
that?
you go.
Mellow?
Yeah.
A delicious coconut
No,
jelly
no, it's the
snack.
stuff that comes in the jar.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
so
I
good.
always
Yeah.
forget about that
The
stuff.
coconut. Oh,
Yeah.
it's so good.
So
It's
good.
so good.
Good.
That was really sweet.
Ollie, what's your love language?
Acts of service for sure. Yeah.
Like when people do acts of service for you?
Mm. Love it.
Like when you're
So
at the
hot.
airport and like they like help with luggage.
Oh my
or,
god,
like, all
yeah.
that kind of
Open my
stuff.
door.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I don't like doing anything. Like grab my luggage. I want to be like Remi. Like Cal's like opening the door, balancing the luggage, 3 dogs. I'm like, yep.
I
I'ma
will
just
say-
be here.
I will say sometimes that's hard for me. I was dating this one guy and he like did all the right things with like opening the door, and I was just like, it feels too much. Like I can open it. Like,
That's because you love the drama.
is that it?
Yeah.
Maybe.
You love a little stink.
I think it depends. I think
You
like
know?
I like knowing that I can do it, but I don't have to do it.
Yeah.
I don't like doing anything.
Yeah. Ollie just wants to be treated like a princess, as you should.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Well, that's today's episode.
Oh my God, you guys. I've been seeing Nuuly everywhere. I feel like everyone that I see, and they're always wearing the cutest clothes. I'm like, where did they get that? Boom. They're like, I got this on Nuuly. I've been telling all my friends and family about Nuuly. I feel like my life is getting so busy lately with wedding planning, traveling, events, that I feel like finding new clothes can not only be expensive, but I also want to experiment with new styles. Enter Nuuly. Nuuly is a subscription clothing rental service that's all about helping you have fun and get creative with your style. You can subscribe and rent any 6 styles every month for $98. What's included is fast, free shipping and returns. Nuuly has access to thousands of styles from more than 400 brands and inclusive sizing from petite to maternity. My favorite brands on their website right now are A. Goldie, Danielle Guizio, House of Sunny, and Urban Outfitters. And so this is a great way to rock the cute styles, but, save some money. And you can wear the items all month and wear them on repeat, and don't worry about laundry. It's all included in the plan.
I also love that Nuuly is extremely flexible. Let's say if you were to rent a few pieces and you either lose a button or spill something, there are no fees. And that puts me at ease. The amount of times that I don't know, just if I've ever rented in the past before, I would always be so scared of someone spilling a drink on me, or me even just making a mess or whatever. And I love that there's no worries with Nuuly. Also, Nuuly is a great value at $98 a month for any 6 styles. But right now, you can get $20 off your first month of Nuuly when you sign up with the code PrettyBasic20. Just go to NUULY.com. That's Nuuly with 2 U's, and enter the code PrettyBasic20 and sign up to get $20 off your first month. That's NUULY.com. Nuuly with 2 U's. Use code PrettyBasic20. Nuuly subscription clothing rental. Change your clothes.
Well, today we thought that we would play a game of firsts together. So let's start with, I think, and we might have done this in the past, but
I don't think we have.
I don't know. I feel like if we have to, it's been when the 3 of us were on, or the 3 of us were on. But I don't know if we've all 4 gone through and said all of our first impressions of each other. And I mean, we have a long-standing relationship with each other now. Cal and I are about to hit our 5 years of dating very soon, which means you guys have pretty much known Cal for 5 years.
Yeah.
Coming up in a few weeks, it'll be 5 years of knowing Cal. You and I have been known each other for 7 years. Ollie and I are going on 10 years. You and Ollie are on 5, 6 years?
I don't know.
Probably 6.
Yeah.
I feel like I met.
It was Tila's 22nd.
Oh, so that was.
How old is Tila now?
How old is Tila Dunn?
Shout out to Tila Dunn.
I
Love
like
you.
how that's the question you said.
You don't have Tila's birth year listed in your contacts.
Oh no,
Tila. Get mama done.
5 years ago.
Only?
It feels longer. It feels like a lifetime with you, babe.
That's what she laughed at.
So let's get into our first impressions of each other, and we can just go around, and then we'll get into the bowl of questions later.
I love it. I don't want to go first though. I feel like one of them should go first.
This way.
Okay, Cal, you can start by giving your first impressions of all of us.
Okay. Who should I start with? Just this way?
Whichever you want to do.
Yeah.
This way.
Okay. Well, my first impression of Remi, obviously, is that she's the most beautiful person in the whole wide world.
Aw,
And
Thank you so much.
she never wanted to answer any questions about herself. And I was like, what's going on?
Were you scared?
Oh, no. I was just like, oh, interesting. She's very not about herself right now. She's just, I don't know. I think I was just chilling the whole time.
Yeah.
Because you were asking me a bunch of questions, and I've never had someone ask me questions before, so I was just locked in.
Wait, you never had anyone ask you
that
questions?
amount of questions like that.
You were
I was like, this is wild.
No, I was just curious. It was our first date. Well, I also did not want to talk about me. I didn't want to answer any questions about
You
myself.
not telling him your
And you
name.
were-
I was filling out.
Did you not?
you knew my
I
name.
was gonna say from the app.
My name.
Okay.
But
I was doing my boyfriend application during that whole date.
She's like, so what would your best friends describe you as?
I think my
Yeah.
biggest, my biggest
Say
thing I
your
think was
biggest weakness.
I just didn't want to tell you that I was a YouTuber or an influencer. So I just, and you were very interesting. So I asked you a lot of questions.
I was interesting.
Yes,
Aw.
I think you're very
Was it the shirt?
interesting.
Remember that shirt I was
Oh
wearing?
my God. Our first date, Cal wore the ugliest
Not
shirt.
true. Not true. That
What
shirt
was
was
it?
awesome.
It was a 3/4 length button up, open, he had it open a little bit floral.
No.
Yes.
I
Floral.
buttoned it down that much.
Yeah, it was like a few buttons open,
Maybe
like
he
not
was
like
trying to
chest
show off
his
hair,
Oh,
but
okay. I
like a
thought
few
you-
open, and it was black with like neon florals all
His
over
suede
it.
blade.
Yeah, no, we're over exaggerating here. It was like tasteful. it was like not florals everywhere.
I've
it was
never
like, there
heard
was,
this story. I love
there was
it.
like little yellow flowers and like little I don't know.
Someone
how to
pull up
describe
the
it.
photo.
I remember it being covered in flowers, and
It wasn't
at one point when we
covered.
weren't living together, but we just like hang out at each other's places. I went to his house once when he was cleaning out his closet,
No.
and we went shirt by shirt, and he held up the floral one. I was like, donate.
I hope someone is wearing that shirt right now.
Watching.
I kind of wish we had kept it though for the memories. I do.
For the
I
mem.
can't remember where it was from. Like it could have been
Like H&M maybe. I think it was H&M.
I think it was H&M. It was either that or J. Crew because I was getting stuff from J. Crew a lot.
I can't
too.
imagine J. Crew selling a bright floral shirt.
It wasn't bright.
It was bright.
It was a black shirt with some
Maybe there
small
was
floral
maybe
patterns
there
around
was
it.
a black light in the restaurant. Thoughts?
No, we were outside.
Oh.
We were at Earth Cafe,
Cafe.
too.
Good try. Yeah, our first
Why
date
did-
was at
I've
Earth
always pictured
Cafe.
EP and LP for your guys' first date.
We
I
went
didn't realize it was
there-
Earth. I knew that.
Eventually.
That was one of our when did we go there?
I don't remember.
Wasn't that for my birthday?
That was your birthday,
Yeah.
and then
Oh,
we
wow.
met up.
I
That's when you
remember
met
everything.
Cal for the first time. Okay.
Okay, first impression of Alisha. We first met at the Spider-Man premiere, right?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we did.
And I just remember you were tall.
Oh.
Or you looked tall.
And I
Alicia's
did
trigger
have
word.
some big heels on, and I remember
Yeah,
feeling
I
really
just-
Wait,
tall.
that's so funny. That was your first. I guess because you go off of looks, but that's funny.
Yeah, and
Tall.
you were really quiet. Like
Tall.
you wouldn't talk to me, and I wasn't really interested in talking to anybody
I was
because I
gonna
was
say, it's not like
overwhelmed.
we
Yeah.
weren't talking to each other.
Did
at
you
all.
talk
I was
to Zendaya,
overwhelmed. There was a
though?
lot happening, and I just remember she introduced us, and then that was basically it.
Yeah.
Like then
And then Tom
Yeah.
Holland and Zendaya did walk by, and
Yeah.
I was like,
I remember Cal was geeking. Like you
Yeah.
ran to go start taking photos, and I remember
was
you
fucking crazy.
were like, Rem, like, oh my god, look, he's so excited.
I was like, he's like freaking out right
Yeah.
now. Like, he's so excited.
it was wild. My first red carpet. Are you kidding me?
No, I know, I get
like
it.
like Marvel. Oh my god.
I was wearing like my jacket and
The
khakis
floral
from high
shirt.
school.
That's so cute.
I was just like,
You
what
were
do I
so
wear to a red
cute.
carpet? This is crazy.
You're so cute. Yeah, that was like our third date, right?
I can't.
Yeah.
I knew.
Crazy.
I knew. Even if I never saw you again, though, that's fine. Like,
For the record,
like, not that's fine for our relationship. More of just like, I don't care if that was the last time I ever saw you. And like, I wouldn't be upset that I brought you to a carpet. You know what I mean? Like, I feel
Where
like,
are we going here? What
Sorry,
is-
I'm gonna jump in and say, for the record, she never brought any other guy to a red carpet.
I never brought any other guy to a red carpet. And also, I feel like a lot of people in my life are like, this is crazy. What if like you never see him again? That's okay. I had a wonderful time with you and you had
Yeah.
a wonderful time. That's
Yeah.
where I was trying to get to.
Oh, okay,
So
there
sorry.
we go. There.
Sorry.
I'm just like laughing because like date 1 doesn't say name. Date 3, red carpet.
That is the most Remy coded thing ever.
I
don't
did
want to talk
say
about
my
myself.
name. Do you want to come to this marble red carpet?
Yeah, I'm walking it.
Oh, by the way, I know you don't know what I do, but
Like Remy Cruz. He's like, she said her name was Martha.
what do you mean YouTube?
He's like, why is she walking the carpet if she said she's
Why
in
is she filming
marketing?
herself?
Cal, at that point, had you looked up her stuff?
Oh yeah,
I think so.
Because I feel like at least
Because we,
Yeah, you had to.
at least
Yeah.
after that carpet, I would have. Like
I
after
literally
that
don't
experience.
remember the first time I looked you up.
I just remember going to that carpet. It was in Hollywood at Prime. We got there late too, and it took us like an hour to get there. And I just remember being like, ooh, I was more worried about the car ride than the carpet because I was like, what am I gonna say to this guy for an hour in traffic?
Yeah.
I don't know this man.
What'd you talk about?
I don't remember.
I have a question for Cal. Quick question. So, what was like your first impression of Remy's videos?
I thought they were great.
But did you watch one in full, or were you just skimming?
I think I watched. What was the one? I think it was like. What did you
Expectations.
do right before?
Expectations.
Weren't you on like? Didn't you do like a trip right before we met?
Tar Bora
I
Bora.
think I watched one of those.
It wasn't tart.
New Orleans? I didn't vlog that. No.
I can't remember.
France? Castle?
I don't remember.
I can't
but that's
remember.
so crazy.
We need to
But I
carbon
just,
date
my,
that.
my first impression of your videos was like, first off, I'd never seen YouTube videos like that before. I was like, this is wild.
She's so
And people just
original.
like video their lives.
This is cinema.
I
He's
just
like,
remember
wow,
being
I wish I could fix those
confused.
settings.
He's like, someone get her a mic.
For context, Cal is very techie and very into film.
Well,
and
I was working on film sets a lot too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Right
he's a
when I
film bro.
met
So
you,
I
yeah.
bet he's like, why is her skin orange? Why is the saturation at 300?
The exposure does need
Saturation
to be
up.
turned down a little bit here.
Yeah, why is skin
Yeah.
smooth on high? Okay,
Who was her DP? This is crazy.
Ollie's first impression? Or your first impression of Ollie?
Well, I first met you when I was drunk, right? Or you were drunk.
Yes.
You were very drunk.
It was my birthday.
and you gaslit me.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
That tracks. Wait, what happened?
That's
I
right,
don't.
we told that
I think
story.
I left because I remember you guys went out after, right?
Yeah.
We did.
We went to dinner and I forget what I had, but I was like, I have to leave.
You were on one.
Was I?
You were on one, my baby 11.
Was that the day that we held hands and an earthquake happened?
Yes.
Yes.
So weird. Okay. You came back.
It's gone so many directions.
We came back to my apartment and I was like, I think this guy that I'm seeing is going to be there.
Yeah.
Do
After
you-
we almost died in an earthquake.
Do you want to meet him? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. A 7.0.
That's no, not 7.
It was bad.
It was like a 4 or 5.
I think it was. I was driving and I felt it.
We were holding hands for context. Ollie and I were holding hands on this rooftop.
We were ready to go.
And we were just looking in each other's eyes. And then all
Everyone
of a
was
sudden,
screaming and running.
earthquake happened. We were at a bar. All the alcohol bottles fly off the shelves, and we're just standing there
And a
holding hands.
rooftop bar.
Imagine Freaky Friday happened. Our bodies shift.
I would love that.
Wait, of course you would.
I would love that, but then
my
my
God.
career would be over. I can't cook.
Wait, this is so niche, but like, is this a universal feeling and thing that people do? Like when you're watching a performance or like anything like that, do you think, wow, if we were to switch bodies right now, I wouldn't know how to like.
Well, that's an original
Yeah,
thought.
that one I've never thought before.
I think that
Off
all
the
the time.
cuff,
Any
yes.
concert, even when we were watching Hamilton, I was like, dude, if for whatever reason I switched bodies with the lead person, I wouldn't know the lyrics, I wouldn't know the words. I
I'm
wouldn't
gonna be so honest. I've actually
Oh,
thought that
thank
before.
God. Okay. I was like-
Specifically a show.
like a show or a performance or something. I'm always like, wow, how I couldn't even play it off because I don't know anything.
I've actually thought that.
Okay.
You're so right.
Thank God.
Yes.
I think I would like have a nightmare about that.
No,
I wouldn't
Every
actively-
performance, I'm like, I couldn't even pretend. Anyway, sorry, tangent.
Well, I don't know if this is a guy thing, but I lie to myself every time I see someone do something really impressive because I'm like, I could totally do that.
Oh, me too. Me too.
I'm like, yeah, that's
Really?
doable.
Like
yeah.
what? Like you go to
I don't
Hamilton
know.
and you were like,
Yeah.
I could do that?
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
I'm like,
no
yeah,
way,
I'm like, I
huh?
could do that.
That's impressive.
I know that I would. I know, and deep down, I'm like, I wouldn't be able to
You
do that.
could.
Yeah.
You can do anything you want just with proper
If a
training.
human
Yeah.
did it, it's possible.
Exactly. Alicia wants to talk about Hamilton.
Yes.
Here we go.
How do we feel that Remy's a fan?
Finally.
I will say, I told you, we got in the car and he was like, right as soon as you're into it now, I don't care about it anymore.
Yeah.
But did I get you back into it a little bit?
A little bit.
I will say there was like a
I just-
moment I like stopped listening for a long time, so then it like reinvigorated that for me. I was like, ah, it's so good.
It's really good.
I just listened to it so much on repeat when I was younger because when I first came out, then now it's like I'm kind of burnt completely out of it now. Yeah. I would still really like to see it live because I've never seen it on like
Group
Broadway or
bonding.
anything.
Field trip Ollie. It's really good. Okay, wait. First impression of Ollie, other than him being drunk. What did you think?
I gaslit him.
Oh yeah, what was
Or-
the
It was
gaslighting?
chill.
Yeah.
Ollie
I was like,
told
oh,
Cal
part
that
of
he
Remy's
was-
glam team.
Yeah, he said that he was my glam team.
No,
Seems
no,
really
okay.
nice.
I painted the story.
He was like, you see all this?
exactly.
I did it. And Cal
Yeah.
was like, whoa.
We were alone in your closet room.
Yeah.
I was
and then
like,
he
that's
was
so
like,
cool.
Oh, so how do you know Remy? And I was like, yeah, I did her makeup and hair. Yeah, I'm part of her glam squad.
I follow her everywhere I go.
No, I literally said that.
He literally did. He was
Yeah.
like, I do her glam. And I was like, that's so cool.
And then I was like, yeah, I do her makeup every day.
Yeah, come over.
She's really
you
demanding.
do
4
look
a.m.
like a
call
makeup
time.
artist or like hair stylist.
Something.
She makes me do it while she's sleeping.
Yeah, like
Laying
Mariah
down.
Carey.
Oh, I'll go next.
Okay.
First impressions of everybody. Cal, I thought you were so cute and so tall, and then I tripped into you, and I remember just being so embarrassed.
Did you really?
Yeah. I remember I like went in to hug you, and then I like tripped on a step, and I like crashed into you.
Oh my
And I was
God.
like, oh, this is so
He
embarrassing.
probably was like, wow, it was the best hug ever.
That was my first impression.
And the shirt, clearly. The shirt?
Oh, his
Yeah.
shirt.
His shirt,
I
clearly.
think he meant my
No,
shirt.
no,
Oh,
My-
yeah?
our
I thought we were
first
going to
date-
talk about the elevator
Our
thing.
first date also, we were in the elevator and I was wearing, I talked about this on Basically Unfiltered. I was wearing a shirt like this, but it was like clasp buttons like that you pinch. And when we were in the elevator going up to my apartment, all of a sudden, poof, my whole shirt just flew open, like full on.
It wasn't the whole shirt.
And it was
I
just
think
like-
it was just the top button.
What? In
No,
the
it was like
Wattpad?
multiple.
That's
Really?
Yeah, it was like enough for like my
This
whole
is a
bra to
Wattpad
show.
fantasy.
No, that's a rom-com like sitcom moment.
Thank God
I
it
was
worked
like,
out.
I still think of that moment.
I just remember we both like, it was just so awkward too. Like it was funny, but we both were like,
And in that moment, Cal fell
And
in
I've said this
love.
Making
before,
out.
and I've said this before in like different videos or something, but on our first date, we played Mario Kart together on your Nintendo Switch, and that made me think she was like
A
into
gamer.
gaming.
Gamer.
I was like, this is awesome.
He's like,
This is
wow.
perfect.
That's what she scammed me.
his dream.
And literally,
Shirt
since
pops
that
open.
day,
Pixie girl.
Video games.
since that day, we've maybe played games together like twice.
It's funny because I could so see you like, oh, like, yeah, I'm in a video game. She's, oh, I'm into video games.
Yeah.
Want to play?
She's
Puts
like,
on
yeah,
Mario
I'm a
Kart.
I play Mario Kart.
I know Pokemon.
Pokemon. Her name's Iman.
says it wrong.
Friend of the show. Yeah.
Pokemon.
Yes, that was
We
my
love
first
it.
impression of Cal.
We
My
love
first impression of Alicia was
We've said ours before.
she's so beautiful and iconic.
250K subscribers.
Never been done before. First, well, like my online impression was just like, she is that bitch. And then in real life, she is that bitch. It's true.
That's so funny.
My first impression of Ollie was, well, we met because we had a mutual friend, but that mutual friend never wanted us to meet because they always knew like we would really hit it off. And then I met Ollie at Brooke Michio and Kevin Droniak's Airbnb party.
Iconic.
And I was on the way out and Ollie was on his way in and we hit it off and we were like, oh my God, finally we get to meet. And then we went to Boiling Crab for our first date and the rest is history. I just always thought you were really funny. And there was a reason why that person tried to keep us apart.
Yeah.
Because our powers are too strong.
Yo, two witches.
Yeah, it would have been
Is
too
this
much.
mutual friend in the picture anymore?
She's beyond.
She
now.
is. She has since...
Crossed over.
No! No. We love her. We just don't. She's not in the picture anymore, but we love her.
Shout out that person.
Shout out that person.
That made this happen.
Yeah.
True. We do love her. She's really sweet.
My first impression of everyone, real quick. I feel like Ollie, my favorite thing ever, and I've already said this online before, but I kind of was confused how you guys were friends. And then I just thought I came into your life at a time where I felt like you had a lot of people coming over a lot. So I met a lot of different people. And with Ollie, I just kind of assumed he was like a friend of a friend. I didn't realize how close you guys were. And then my first impression was like, wow, he's so cool. I just like don't think we'd be friends. Like, honestly.
Why not? Because he was too cool.
He was too cool. He had like his chains, wearing all black, and I was just like, oh, like he would never like a Schoolisha.
Little did you know.
Little do we know, lovers. My first impression of Remi. Honestly, when I think back, like right now, of my first impression, all I see are like the college DIY. Room
Really?
decor stuff because I didn't go to the college, and I remember being so jealous that you had like the college experience. And I just remember like watching the vlogs and like being so invested, and like you getting Daisy. I saw that vlog. Like it's just like I just think of like
Daisy
it's so
May.
crazy.
Daisy sniffing the Louis Vuitton.
I don't remember that. Oh, when
Yeah.
I got her at that
That's how
the
you
store.
chose
That's
her.
right. That's
She
right.
need luxury.
You said this.
No,
bitch
no,
gets
I
it.
got her because she ran her face into the camera, and I was
Yeah.
like, she's gonna love this.
But to me, it was her sniffing the Louis Vuitton.
she was so cute.
And then the first time meeting you in person, you were really sweet, and I just remember always regretting that biggest regret in my life of me saying 250,000 subscribers.
I told you.
That is one of the
You were
funniest
just making
stories
her
I've
aware.
ever
I
heard.
told you. I truly like didn't think anything of it.
I would have been like,
I really just
I wouldn't have either.
I was obsessed with all of your videos. Like you could have literally spat on me and I would have been like, oh my God, I'm never gonna
Me
wash
with
my
Lana.
face again. Literally.
Yeah.
She is my Lana.
My first impression of Cal was at the. Actually, my real first impression of Cal was when we were at Whole Foods and you were like, I want to bring this guy to the premiere. And I was like, Remi, like, don't. Because I was really protective. And I was like, I don't want some random guy using you. And when he said he had to work, I was like, just give it 10 minutes. He's about to text you that he got someone to cover his shift.
Yeah.
But 5 minutes later, don't worry, I got someone to cover my shift.
Yeah.
So that's like my first impression. But
Wait,
like,
when that happened, did you think anything of him?
I was more just like, this is gonna happen, and I was like, told you. It was such a movie moment. I was like,
Yeah.
You're like, he can't come anyway. I need to find someone else. I was like, no, give it
That's
10
so
minutes.
funny.
10 minutes. We were in Whole Foods.
I remember that like it was yesterday.
Yes, it's like such a core memory. I love it. And then my first real impression was obviously at the carpet, but I remember being like, oh, he's freaking out. Like he's so excited. Like especially knowing anyone who's into Marvel anyway. Like I remember being like, oh my God, he's like really excited.
Not anymore.
Cal.
I knew it.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I'm not
Any
into it either.
Marvel premieres.
Ever since they killed Wanda, I'm over it.
Is that when you were out?
Just
I
bleep
was
it.
out.
Or did they?
Well, I was only in for Wanda and then left immediately after.
We're still waiting for
They
another.
did. They killed Wanda.
I'll be there for
An article
Agatha.
came out randomly, and they were like, "Yeah, she's dead." By the way, like actually,
She's dead.
Yeah,
Bring her
Forever?
back.
yeah,
Yeah, but there's
That's what they
like
said.
There's
there's
always
like
so many
infinite universes where she
Yeah.
can come
Real.
back.
Infinitely bring her back.
so real.
I feel like I lost interest with Marvel with all of the different multiverses.
Yeah.
I didn't lose interest. I just like got confused.
See, for me, it was less of confusion and more like, well, I don't care about that Loki. I care about the original Loki. Like, and I don't care if he
Yeah.
comes back in another life because his death scarred me and not him specifically. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just care about the original people so much.
Yeah.
But
We
Chris
don't need to
Evans,
deal with all
that's
these
America's
copies.
ass.
yeah.
Crazy. Yeah.
Those are my impressions.
Ollie,
Oh my God. Who
this
should
is so
I do
unexpected.
first?
Oh my God.
My first impression of Alisha was, yeah, we would never be friends.
I never said it. I
I
just
would
thought it.
never be friends with Alisha Marie. I'm just kidding. I'm trying to think my first impression of Alisha. Well, the first time I met you was at Tila's birthday party, and I thought you were Kaylee. Because Remi would always talk about her hometown friend that was like so fun and cool. And then I
Kaylee listening to this right now, like, oh my God.
no,
And then I
actually
see this
though.
person that's totally not cool at all.
And instead, I got her.
And then I knew it wasn't Kaylee when you said that.
He was like, this can't be the hometown friend.
I thought you were Kaylee because you were fun and cool. So you came to the party and you were like, la la la. And then you had Remi's back with like this weird, scary, ugly guy that she was talking to. Literally
Ugly
horror.
guy.
Horror. This horror she was talking to.
it was
Horror.
Cal.
No.
I'm
was
just
it?
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Literally awful. Like treated Remi like trash. And then Alisha was like rude to him or something, and I was like, I like this bitch. And then the thing with Remi is she was friends, or around that time, you had a lot of haters that were your friends, which you've never exposed them, but I will one day.
Save it for the book.
In 9 years, he's going to have a book.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
she just had these
exposing
friends
the
that were just
influencers.
not good people around her, whatever. So then afterwards, I talked to Remi and I was like, I feel like you guys should be, or I was like, oh, I really like her. You should for sure keep her as a friend. I get a good feeling about her because, in case you guys don't know, very intuitive, and I like know.
He is.
I can tell with like people and their vibes, and I was like, Alicia's a good
Intentions.
person. Yeah. And then so thank me for the podcast.
I really
Thank
should.
me for this friendship.
I-
Because if it wasn't for me, Remi probably would have not talked to her the following week.
Oh my God.
That's not true. I really liked her.
I know. I just validated that,
No,
you know,
I
the
feel like-
friendship.
Yeah.
You are really, really fucking good with like vibes
Yeah.
and just
I can
reading
tell
people.
if someone's fraudulent. And I feel like that's why like you guys like appreciate me so much because I like tell you guys the truth. in
also
that
if
sense.
I have a feeling about someone and you validate it for me, I'm like
Yeah.
done.
Exactly.
Done.
Also, we love you because you're an amazing friend.
Well, that
Not
too.
just because of that.
That too. I am
As long
pretty
as you know that.
awesome. Okay, so Remi, my first impression, I saw like this video of Remi with that friend, and it was like CGI blurred out you were sitting in front of your bed and you were talking about your crazy neighbor. And I thought you were the funniest bitch alive. Like, I literally was gagged at how funny the story was, the banging on the door. Like, when I tell you, like, it was a whole cinematic experience. Like, I think it was like an hour-long video.
I watched that same video.
It was the moment. It was YouTube. It was Coachella 2012.
It really was.
Like, and I was like, oh my God, this bitch is so funny. And then I remember you guys called me because you guys were hanging out and you guys were asking me like prank
You were working
ideas.
at Topshop. I remember when she
Yeah,
was like,
I
I
was
need to call
working
my
at
funny
Topshop.
friend. That's right.
And then whatever, but we never met. And then randomly I met her at the Airbnb party. But she did not mention she was literally leaving. She had like a giant Louis Vuitton bag and then hair, like this much hair.
I had just
It
discovered
was like
hair
literally like a
extensions.
Pomeranian, a rich Pomeranian. And she was running out the door. She looked disgusted, like she smelled something bad. Like she literally was
we
like,
always
PU.
fight about this. This is
With
literally
her Louis Vuitton bag,
not
almost
true.
knocked me over
This
as
is
she's
literally-
running
No, I
out
believe
the
it.
this
door
is
of the
literally
Airbnb.
not true.
Literally Uber SUV outside waiting. And and she goes, Oli. Exactly like that. Very similar. It's weird how life imitates art. 'Cause that happened to me on Billboard. And you were like, Oli. And then you came up to me. And then you were like, oh, I love you and in the vlogs and blah, blah. At the time, I didn't have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I was in literally everyone and their moms. I'm literally the like Zach Bia of fucking YouTube vlogs.
You really
They're
are.
like,
You
why
really
is this bitch in
are.
every YouTuber's
You really
video?
are.
You really are.
Funniest thing you've ever said. You were the Zach B of
They're
YouTube.
like, who
you
is
were
this?
in Lindsay's, because you went to FitUp and you're
Yeah.
best friends with Lindsay Hughes, and that's how like you kind of got into the scene.
Yeah.
And then Lindsay is friends with like
So many
Claudia,
other YouTubers.
Drew, yeah, Lexi, all of them. That's so funny.
And then people thought I was like a Nepo baby who would just like be around. I had an internship. I was in college. I had 2 jobs. And then they were like, he comes from money. He just hangs around and parties with them. I was like, bitch, I work.
You
I was at Topshop.
You stayed. No, I remember because we were doing like a prank video, but we
Yeah.
couldn't come up with anything. She's like, "Let me call my funny friend,"
Yeah.
and you were like, "Hey, I'm working right now." And we were
No,
like, "Oh,
literally,
call us later."
my
Bye.
minimum wage job that I used to spend all my paychecks on going to Uber there made no sense.
Topshop was that bitch though.
Yeah.
Well, I probably like shopped
I
there when
literally
you worked
took it
there.
as an internship in my mind.
Yeah.
But
Especially from downtown, the Grove, right?
I literally didn't make any money.
Damn.
I literally just worked there just like to add it to my resume.
Damn.
Wow.
The grind never stops.
Yeah, dude.
Got
That
him.
grind said.
Okay, my first impression of Cal. Well, first I was like, he's fucking tall. I think that was the first thing I said to you. I was like, what? I was so confused because like you kept going. Like, because like I was like looking eye level and then I realized it was like your chest. And I was like, okay, then it was neck. Then it was chin, then eyes, then hair. And then I was like, oh, hi. So, and I'm like kind of tall. So I was like, wait.
Wait.
I
don't
think
know what
that,
to say
that
to
was just
that.
my first impression. I thought you were like funny. I did tell Remi to block you when she did show me your profile. But that was
Really?
during Remi's hoe era.
Wait,
Why
really?
did you tell me to
didn't know
block you?
that.
Because you were hooking up with a bunch of guys and then you showed me his
Jesus
profile.
Christ.
And she showed me his profile. She already had sex with him. So I was like, oh, you're done. Block him. You were like, oh, this guy keeps texting me. Should I respond? And then she showed me your profile. And I was like, just block him. Little did I know we
Let
would
me
be
clarify.
right here.
It was not a bunch of guys. It was like 2.
It was a bunch for you. Like in a small period of time. You literally went from like non-virgin to fucking 4 guys. Like that. As everyone does when they lose their virginity.
You think it's gonna stop and it doesn't.
First, it's the purse. It's the hair hitting him on the way out the door. It's me with my legs wide
okay.
open.
I'll add something
Sleeping
nice.
around
I'll add something nice.
town.
Pause. Order in the court. I'll add something nice.
Order in the court.
Everyone always says, everyone who's a fan of Remi's, literally every YouTuber who hasn't met Remi yet, they're like, is she so nice? Is she actually that nice? Yes, she is that nice. She actually is that nice.
I have
Yeah.
my moments.
No,
I have my
you
moments.
literally never had your moment. No.
Thank you.
You're literally so nice.
I've had my moments, but
No,
thank
you're
you
not.
so much.
I think we all had our moments.
I think we're all
Me and Alicia,
Yeah,
me and
we're
Alicia
all really
had our
nice.
moments. There was a moment behind the couch earlier.
Okay, I leave too little. Okay, for instance, I'm done with my drink if you're watching the YouTube video. Now, I don't like leaving my trash on the table because I don't like how it looks on camera. So I'll put it down here. And last week I happened to forget to pick it up. So then today I had my...
No, people care, but don't act like this is the first time you've treated the floor as trash, as the trash can.
It's a spot.
Wait, can we go around
Wait,
and
we should
say?
just get a trash can back here.
That's enabling. That's enabling. That's enabling.
Register. Yes, genius.
Wait,
Genius idea.
would that be like a vice? What would that be exactly?
A tool. My therapist
mean?
would say.
A tool?
No, like the thing, like her doing that, but she does that often. Like picks
It's
a
like
part of the
enabling.
floor to be. No. Like Alicia picks a part of the floor to be her trash can often. What would that be? Like a.
Not a red flag.
I guess that's kind of a red flag, or like,
Yeah.
not like a pet peeve.
It's just
what
like a
would that
silly,
be?
quirky thing.
Okay,
you know?
that's your silly, quirky thing. What's a silly, quirky thing that everyone does?
But I just have to know. I have to
I
let everyone
clearly
know.
have time blindness.
That is a
What does that
Clearly.
mean?
that he's perpetually late.
Oh, yeah.
Clearly I have some type of time blindness.
You've gotten better. You've gotten better.
Thank you.
Okay, yours is treating the floor like a trash can.
I was saying, I hope people realize there's some thought to it of like, oh, I don't want it to look bad here, so I'm going to hide it, and then I forget
Yeah.
about it. So it's just, you know. And then when I'm at a hotel, I'm like, I'm just going to put it on a pile because then I'll pick it all up at once. Because then I won't forget because it's all in a pile.
I cleaned for you at Coachella.
You did. He was
I
like, I have a
did.
surprise for you, and I walked
That
in
was
the
my
room.
active service.
That's
for
really
Alicia.
sweet.
It was, and I came in and I go, you cleaned, and I noticed it and I appreciated it and I said thank you.
That is very sweet.
Or quirks.
Oh, quirks. What's your quirk?
No, you know what? You know what Remy does?
Yeah.
She, well, first off, she never finishes her drink, and then she'll just leave it at a random spot in the house.
But like you can just like go
really?
back to it.
No, but like
Like
it's
days
really?
later.
Oh.
yeah, like she'll just leave it there and either forget about it or just choose to not do anything about it. Like I think I've seen like 4 different like either coffee cups or water cups in the bedroom. And then like one on the stairs.
Remy
and then
sitting in front of it.
one
Gee, I
in
hope
the-
someone just throws this one
I do
away.
eventually. After like day 2, I'll throw it away. But I like take it up thinking I'm for sure gonna drink it, and then I get grossed
forget.
out by the idea of it, and then
Yeah.
I just let it sit
It
there.
like melts.
and then it melts.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I get it.
No, but that is a bad quirk of mine. But
No,
I
it's
do.
a silly, quirky thing that you do.
I do clean it up eventually. What is yours?
I don't know. I
feel
feel
like
like
we
you'd
have to
answer
use
that
your
better.
clothes.
Clothes by the bed.
You what?
Leaves the clothes by the bed. Oh my God, I saw this really funny
do
thing on
that too.
TikTok. There's this new trend that's like, what is it like to be married? And it just swiped to a single photo, and it was like, or I think it was like, what is it like to be married to a man? And it was like the shoe rack that had all the shoes perfectly organized, and one pair of shoes right to the left of the shoe rack. And I was like, that is Cal. Like, if you go pick up the pillows on the side of our bed, there are always there's one pair of socks, there's a pair of
See,
shorts, there's something there.
I interpreted that TikTok differently.
Oh.
Because the girl, I think the sound was like, someone please explain why you think marriage is difficult or something like
Yes,
that.
that's
Because
what it is.
she was right after that, she flexes that like her marriage is super easy. But I think that because then it cuts to a guy, right? I thought it was a guy like filming it.
Well, I think it's a trend. I think that you probably just saw a different variation.
But what I saw was a shoe rack full of the ladies' shoes.
Oh, and only one
And then
pair.
his pair of shoes is just off to the side because he doesn't have any room to put his shoes
we
anywhere.
literally have equal amount of space for our shoes.
No, we do. But I
Second
thought
fight on
I'm just sharing how I interpreted
That
that
TikTok.
TikTok.
Well, no, I think we saw 2 different
Oh, really?
TikToks. Yeah.
We're so
Oh.
different.
I think so.
different.
We're so different. Okay, well, on that note,
Remy said, moving on.
Everyone knows that finding the perfect t-shirt can be such a challenge. I've always had my problems, whether it was the fit or the quality or just feeling like it looked weird on me. And as my style has evolved, I find it important for me to find pieces that I feel comfortable and confident in. And luckily, the perfect t-shirt does exist. You can find it at Skims. From cropped silhouettes to long sleeve layering tees, there's a style for everyone. And everyone knows that I rave about the cotton jersey t-shirt in bone and mineral. Those are my two. Mwah, I love them. It's the perfect crew neck t-shirt because it's breathable, it has a comfortable stretch to it. I swear it's in my weekly rotation if I'm just chilling around the house, filming, or even if I'm going out.
One of my first few purchases from Skims was the soft, smoothing, seamless t-shirt in marble. You guys do not understand. It's what turned me into a Skims girly. I'm a size large and it is true to size. It fits me so well. It's so form-fitting and flattering and just comfortable. I feel like it's one of those like second skin things where you don't feel like you're wearing clothes at all. I'm not even kidding. This will be an essential in your closet too. It's a buttery soft crew neck short sleeve. It makes the perfect lounge top or base layer. I'm actually sitting here right now in a Skims bralette. The two pair perfectly together. I truly don't know how I lived without this shirt. And I know once you guys try it for yourself, you will want all the colors just like me. So shop the Skims t-shirt shop at skims.com. Now available in sizes extra, extra small to 4X.
From cropped silhouettes to long sleeve layering tees, there's a style for everyone.
If you haven't yet, be sure to let them know we sent you. After you place your order, select podcast in the survey and select our show in the drop-down menu that follows.
All right, so on the topic of first, since we just said our first impressions, Remi and I wanted to play a quick little game. We can each go around and pull out maybe like one or two of basically on the prompt. You know what? They'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Just jump into it.
So
You got it.
It's just a prompt of
here,
first.
Ollie, do you want to go first? And we'll just
Sure.
go down the line.
If they're ones I like.
Grabs two.
Keep them. Pass it down.
Oh, this one's impressions of each other. Can I take that out?
Oh, yeah. So for instance, a prompt will be
You don't get to choose. You pick it
Yeah,
and
you don't
you have
get
to say it,
choose. Well,
Ollie.
Rem, you kind of did a bad job folding it. Let's be
Ollie,
real.
you have to just pick it and say.
What does social Medici mean?
Media.
Medici.
Social media.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Are we pulling or pull an answer?
Well, an answer, yeah.
Oh,
I don't know
sorry.
if that's Ollie's reading skills or Remi's writing skills.
How
there.
bad is it?
Medici.
Social Medici.
Medici.
It's Medici.
It says Medici. It does?
That says Medici.
Oh my God.
I was like, wait, what's,
I'll
I
show
was like, is that something?
Wait, no, the C and the A.
No, it's media, but it definitely looks like Medici.
It doesn't. I was like, did I have a stroke? Okay, what was your first social media, Ollie?
Webkins. I was a Webkins.
That was a great answer.
Yeah, I was
That
a
is a
Webkins.
terrific answer.
Like, obsessed freak. Like, literally, like, I had like 10. Okay, no, not 10. Maybe like 45 Webkins.
I thought you were gonna be like, no, maybe like
Go
4.
down, yeah.
Oh, no. I was like weirdly obsessed. I was obsessed with like, I think they were called like poofles or I don't know, but they had like little
The
pets.
sister ones, yes.
Yeah.
If you don't know what a Webkins is, this was like the early 2000s. You would buy them like at a Hallmark,
Yeah.
right? Or like a random little store. They were a stuffed animal. And then with the stuffed animal, it came with a tag that had a little web code. And you could go online to Webkins and you would type the code in and then you would be that stuffed animal like in an
Yes.
animated version online. Similar to like Club Penguin or like Neopets.
Wait.
I love Neopets, yeah.
Okay, actually Neopets was my first social media. And I would literally talk to 30-year-olds on there.
Ollie.
I literally lied about my age and literally 30-year-olds would call my landline number and talk to me.
Oh, wait.
Literally, my mom called me one time and she's like, who is that? I said, my substitute teacher.
Ollie.
Why was there grown men calling me off of Neopets?
Wait, Ollie.
Substitute teacher?
My trauma
You're
organ.
just a teacher.
Wait, that's so bad.
Luckily, my mom caught me.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I was like, it's my friend.
Oh my God.
But the fact that
so
you knew it was wrong
sad.
to say substitute teacher, also, why is that such a good answer? I would have been like, oh, my God. Like, I wouldn't know what to say.
When I was on MySpace, which I had a MySpace for like maybe a month, and I had to like beg my mom for one. And then after a month, a girl in my class, she wasn't allowed to have a MySpace. And so I was like, oh, I'll just give you my password so you can go on mine.
You would. That is the most other Remi coded thing ever.
And
No,
then
literally.
her mom called my mom, and her mom was like, Remi shouldn't have a MySpace. And so my mom shut it down.
wow.
So rude. But I shouldn't
Did you
have
ever
had
make
one.
a top 10 songs?
I don't remember about that. I just remember I'd be like, oh my God, this was like in the era, also it was like 2007, 2008, of like Camp Rock or like,
Oh my
you know,
God.
all those shows. And so I remember being like, oh my God, I'm talking to Demi Lovato. I'm talking to Nick Jonas. And like looking back now, I was definitely probably talking to like old scary people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would talk to like Miley Cyrus catfishes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that was a really interesting story. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah. I'll let my therapist know.
Neopets. Shout out Neopets.
I love
In my
Neopets.
head, I was like, oh, like you got an easy question.
Should I
It's
answer both
Oh, you
now?
pull two. Yeah, go do the other
Okay.
one.
Back to me. Okay. My first celebrity crush, speaking of Miley Cyrus, it was Miley Cyrus. I was obsessed with her. I had posters of her.
Wow.
I was like, Miley, marry me, Miley.
What era
Wow.
of Miley? Extensions.
It was obviously Hannah Montana.
Like that.
Yeah. But like, what happened?
You wanted to be besties with her. You wanted to be
You're like,
besties.
do I want to be her or do I want to date her?
Oh, I wanted to be her. But then when the Adore Me video came out, I was like, wait a damn minute. I was like, wait, why am I attracted to her again?
Do one more. Do 3 each because these
Okay.
are funny.
I knew it.
We're going to do 3 each, everybody.
I never got detention. Can I do another?
Yeah.
Okay.
Never
was
got
good.
detention. Look at this guy.
I'll pick which one I like better.
Okay, Ollie, that's not the
Ooh,
game.
okay.
Not the game.
The one you put back was car accident.
I was in the ditch, okay? No one wants to hear the ditch story.
We all want to tell
I
the
think
ditch
we all
story.
want to hear this story.
Please tell the ditch story. It's so good.
good.
It's such a
Now
good
it
story.
is. Now it is.
Also, when Ollie learned how to drive, so Ollie knows how to drive. He
go.
he doesn't because he moved to California and it's a whole thing. He would have his right foot on the gas, left foot on the brake at the same time. Tell the ditch story.
Maybe that's my red flag. Okay, so basically, I'm trying to remember exactly. My parents lived in like a gated like community area, and there was like this thing, a gate, and then there was like someone who's here. Oh, I realize this is a podcast. There was a giant gate, and then like Florida has these like big like holes, not sinkholes, but like intentional holes put in the ground. So when it like floods, like all the water goes in.
Oh, wow.
So like by the front, there's like this like moat area. So as I was driving home one day, and this was
One
like
foot on the
very
gas,
new.
one foot on the brake.
Yeah, I don't know what was wrong with me. I had something wrong. And then I was just pulling in going home, and you have to like turn like this, like go all the way left. I remember like you would have to
Go
take the
around the
steering
moat.
wheel
Yeah.
and go like this. And I remember I was going like this, but I like did way too many spins.
He starts doing donuts.
No, it was more like a violent left or a right. So I keep going right, and then I immediately just go in the ditch. It wasn't bad, but like the car definitely dipped in, and I was stuck. And it was really embarrassing because when I got out, literally all our neighbors would see it as they're coming home. So literally every neighbor is like laughing.
They didn't stop to help you?
No, they were like, "Are you okay?" Of course, but like I was totally fine. It was like a gentle dive into the hole.
So you
Gentle.
couldn't even make it out of the driveway?
I couldn't get out of the hole.
I imagine it's like
No, I
quicksand.
mean,
It's
like,
just like
without a
so
problem.
slow.
Yeah.
Knowing you were
No,
okay.
I immediately fell in the hole, but
Oh.
nothing happened.
Like,
I
no-
just couldn't get the car back. I
How'd
couldn't
you get it
reverse it
out?
out. They had to tow it.
Oh.
Yeah, trauma.
They should put like guards up around
No,
those moats.
that you do not go in that hole. No one's ever done that.
Oh, just
except me. Yeah.
No.
That actually unlocked a memory because my childhood like driveway at home had one of those where like the hole would go. It was like tunnel underneath the
Is
driveway.
this in North Carolina?
Yeah. Because we lived on like a very slanted street. So like if it ever rained, it would just flood, everyone's yard. So we had to have like that little tube.
If you dig deep enough in Florida, you hit water. Do you know that?
No.
Yeah, that's why there's like sinkholes and stuff.
Whoa.
Yeah.
There's a lot about Florida that I don't understand.
It's a really
Florida's
scary
scary.
place.
Florida.
Florida.
Alisha Marie, go ahead.
Yeah, the car accident one was really good. I'm
Was
sorry.
it?
The fact that I would actually pay money to see that footage.
Oh,
Like
I
knowing
would-
you're
It'd be
okay.
so
There's
funny.
no-
Oh, I
Not-
was so okay. Like literally, I didn't even like whiplash or anything. It was like so stupid.
I mean, you made what, like one turn and then you got
Dipped.
into a ditch.
right in the ditch. It was a humiliation ritual.
Oh my God.
The first one I got is my first fan encounter. And this
When
is
you met
actually
Remy.
no. No. My first, I have a photo with her. Or no.
Oh, I thought
Sorry.
you meant with me.
I actually have a podcast with
I have a podcast with her. Hear me out. No, I actually just saw a photo the other day because I was at IMATS, and the first time I ever got recognized is when I was at IMATS, and I brought Ashley with me that year. And I remember for like the first girl I ever met, she had long, like ginger blonde hair. It was like super curly, and she came. Imagine she came up. And she was just like, "Oh my God, I love your videos." And I literally was like fangirling over her. I was like, "You watch me?" Like I was like, "So
You know me?
You know me? You know me? You know me? You know me?" And yeah, and then I took a photo with the second subscriber that came up because I remember always regretting not taking a photo with the first one. And just the other day, my mom like sent a whole bunch of old photos, and it was the one with the second subscriber ever. And I'm like,
at the Venice beach walk.
"Oh, the Santa Monica."
Yeah.
What? No. That was also at IMAT.
Sweet.
Cute,
That's
right?
so
You
sweet.
should find her somehow.
Oh my God. I wonder how if I had the photo, I probably could.
Yeah, maybe post it.
My first detention and I was a good girl. Okay. I would never,
I feel like that's not true.
I like wouldn't break like the rules, especially with school. Right. But I would be late. And when you got 7 tardies, you would get a detention. And let's just say I definitely
7 parties.
or
That's
like
a
6.
lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Schoolisha was filming.
She was busy. And then I probably had like 6 detentions in my
Wow.
I was
Oh
late a
my
lot.
goodness.
I was late a lot. To my defense, a lot of the times it was my mother's fault. And she knows that.
Ooh.
She knows that.
That's
She knows
right.
Mama
Because your mom was
Marie.
She knows
working.
that. She
Mama
knows it.
Marie. Shame on
Okay,
Alicia.
one more. My first email. Oh my God. My first email.
Sexy baby.
My first email. I think it was like
Fat ass PHAT.
with the at.
Yeah.
You can keep
Keep
going.
going.
I think it was love and figure skating. But like LUV underscore
Love
LUVN.
and figure
What was
skating.
everybody?
And then it was an 8. Yeah.
Cute. What was your first email address, Cal?
It was what my mom made me and my siblings our first email, and my first one that she made for me was the Dream PGA.
That's so cute.
I love that.
What were your sister
The
and your
dream.
brother?
Oh my God, what was?
The twins.
I
PGA.
think Sam's had something to do with moose. It was like I can't
Oh,
remember.
that's his brother's nickname.
And I
was.
I can't remember Abby's. I really can't.
Problematic
to ask
Abby
her.
one.
Yeah.
Mine was Jesse McCartney forever.
R.I.P.
Rex.
So cute.
It's just so crazy because now we were on the carpet together, right? Remember this day?
Oh, I think you are right. I think he was there.
I think he was on the carpet right next to me.
But like,
He's
if I
not in
was,
his heyday.
if I
Who's
was like,
that?
that's Jesse
I
McCartney.
knew it. He literally, we were on the.
I was there.
But we were newer
But
friends.
I don't love him as much anymore.
I feel like you were freaking out and you were playing it cool because like we
That's
were newer
right.
friends.
And BTS walked by.
Those are different ones,
you had that guy from Degrassi at your birthday.
right?
That is true.
I stand him.
That is true. No, is that in Vegas?
That was.
That was BTS.
Oh my God.
You saw
We
BTS?
saw BTS.
Like right before
when they were just up and coming.
Yeah.
Like
Here
I
Don't
would
they
have
did.
just
lost my
dropped.
damn mind.
Now, isn't that crazy?
Okay. The next one I got was my first BBL.
Yeah. Answer.
Wait, are you
Wait,
gonna?
we wrote that one down?
Answer.
You're gonna tell them?
Yeah, tell them the truth.
The truth is, I had to. I'm kidding. I have never had a BBL.
It's okay. You can.
Oh,
Be
We
honest.
can all tell
Okay.
our stories.
Oh yeah, maybe we should all talk about our first BBLs.
okay. Well, my first BBL was when I was 13.
And on that note,
Was that the question?
Was that the question?
I just assumed Ollie wrote that, but
No.
it did look like Remy's handwriting.
No, I did
didn't
write it.
write it.
I was just kidding though.
Tee.
Okay. First concert
Jesse McCartney. I'm
in
kidding.
sync.
That's such a good first concert.
But we don't like Justin
that's
Timberlake.
awesome.
Okay, but NSYNC as a whole, especially then, iconic.
What
Yes,
about God's
NSYNC.
Image?
It was actually NSYNC and Britney Spears.
And I
Oh.
know exactly which concert you're talking about. I'm so jealous I wasn't there.
My mom's. I think I was only like 9 or 10. My mom said I fell asleep, but I can fall asleep anywhere, even at a very loud concert. Apparently, even as a child. Okay, next
Wow.
one.
Did you wear protective ear gear?
No, I feel like that wasn't as big of a thing when
It
in like
wasn't.
the early 2000s.
Really?
But
Well, I
I
went-
should have.
I went to like a NASCAR race when I was like 7, and they had earplugs for everybody.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely have like
That's just
completely
loud.
hurt my hearing over these years. Okay, first pet.
Turtle.
I think my turtle
Henry.
I think it was my turtle Henry. Like first like official
Henry.
pet. He was a red-eared slider that I got from the Korean festival. He was the size of a quarter and he lived for
Wait, I did not know he was that small.
he was this small. They're actually illegal to sell that little.
I always pictured Henry being
Now,
like
maybe
this
even
big. At least
always.
a tennis ball.
No, he was this big. We had two because Shane got one, I got one.
like a little hermit crab.
They were like tiny, like literally the size of a quarter. And then Shane's name was Katie. Mine's name was Henry. Henry ate all the food, so Katie unfortunately passed.
Oh.
And then Henry just grew. And then he lived to be 6, and then he ran away.
Oh.
Ran away.
He actually ran away, but I hope he's okay. I hope
Mine
he's
escaped
still-
too.
Yeah, right?
They're escape
All of
artists.
my pets escaped. My hamsters,
I think I need to talk to your parents.
Henry. I've actually
We
asked
should
my
talk
parents
to the animal
though.
communicator about our turtles.
Can she do past?
Yes, she can.
No, he's still living.
Yeah.
You're
Somewhere.
so right.
But you need to have a photo of the animal,
I have a
right?
photo of Henry
Yeah.
somewhere.
A tortoise.
First kiss.
Right there.
Yeah. Right here to my left.
On your wedding day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was my high school boyfriend.
Who? Tell us more.
He was my first.
What's his name?
I'm not going to say
What's his
it.
social?
Yeah.
His social security number.
Full first and last
He was
name.
my first. We went to prom
Please
together.
add a photo.
He was really nice. He was nice.
How did it
and
happen?
Hope he's well.
Did you initiate?
I forget how it happened. Actually, I don't actually really remember.
Did you initiate or did he initiate?
He initiated it. I'm sure. I don't remember, but wish you well, sir.
First big purchase.
Ooh. I think I know.
Okay, I am in a room with people that would define a big purchase as something a lot different than what I would define a big
No,
purchase.
whatever was a
No.
big purchase to you.
Big purchase?
Can I guess yours?
Yeah.
Your speakers.
That's a good one.
Technically, yeah. But I would say like the first time I made a purchase that felt big was right before college. I bought my PS4.
That's
Yeah.
that's a
And
big yeah.
I
That's
got,
great
I got like
investment.
a couple of games with it too, and I never bought anything for myself like that. Like I think it was like what $400.
Yeah.
I was just like, wow, I like bought this with my own money that I like worked for. This is so cool.
That's awesome.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that.
Do you still have it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, it's at
you gotta
home.
keep on. You
That's
gotta
a
hold on
good
to it.
question. I like that question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember yours, Ollie?
I had so many stupid ones. My first big purchase, college. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I think I bought this like Vetmon jacket
Ooh.
and it was like $5,000.
Holy shit.
Whoa.
And I was literally 19, I think.
Do you still have it?
Yeah.
Cute.
Somewhere in my closet.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That
And I
mo-
was like, oh my God, this cool brand. No one knows about it. And then Kylie wore it. And then everyone knew about it. And it like blew up. And I was like, oh.
Damn.
Oh.
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 I think
What was
my
yours,
Classic.
Alicia?
I think my first big one was an electric guitar because
Oh,
I had
wow.
it was this red. It was so pretty, and I remember making payments to my parents. Like, so if I like got $100, I'd like give it to them and be like towards the guitar fund, and then I would like go into it was a small music store that my mom was friends with the guy who owned it, so we'd go there frequently, especially because she would like pick up music like stuff for her students. And I would go in and see it and like play on it, and I'd be like knowing it was my guitar, but like I had to like wait a little bit to like
That's
get
so
it.
cool.
Oh, you couldn't get it. So you like paid your parents, they held the money, and then once you had all the money, you went and got it. Oh.
And
That's
yeah,
so cute.
it was an Austin guitar, which is like a Gibson knockoff, and it was so pretty, and I still have it.
Oh, I was about to ask
Amazing.
that. Will you play it for me, baby?
Remy.
Yeah, I'll take out my nails.
My first purchase was a bag. I remember, I think the year was like 2015 maybe, and I really wanted to buy my first designer purse, but I had to pay taxes. So, because the way that it works when you're self-employed is like you hold your money and then pay your taxes. So I remember I was like waiting. I paid all my taxes and I had enough money after to buy a bag. So I went to Rodeo and I bought myself a bag.
Yes. What kind
What
was
bag?
it?
A Celine luggage tote.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Big black one.
I never had one and I always wanted one.
I love her. I should start wearing her again.
Those were a moment in time.
I still think they're like the cutest bags.
Yeah.
I remember Lindsay Hughes had so many,
the
and I was like,
queen of Celine.
I was like, I need that. I love that. She's so cute. She was a great investment. All right, Cal, next one.
Cal's like, anyways, back to me.
First time I got drunk.
You
I
drink?
don't remember.
Don't listen,
I
Amy.
don't remember the first time.
Did you drink much underage?
Not much. I think I had a few beers in Wisconsin when I was in high school.
I'm literally
But
calling
that's
the
like-
cops.
They're coming.
I don't
That's what
think
that
I
siren
ever
is.
got. I think I mean, a very uneventful day of getting drunk,
Yeah.
just like at like the sandbar on the lake.
Oh my God, fun.
Just a bunch, like a big old white family listening to country music and drinking beer on the
my
sandbar.
Oh my God, I live
Wait, so
there.
Yeah.
your family members gave you beer?
Do you remember when you were a kid and your parents were drinking wine?
Illegal.
You're like, can I have a sip? And they'd be like,
No.
yeah, one sip. And then you'd be
Really?
like, yeah, my parents let me have like a sip at
My
dinner.
parents would never.
Really?
Yeah. They would shoot me.
My dad would let me have beer when we were in Wisconsin, but not at home.
Like it was like
Special
for
occasion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My parents would always be like, we only have alcohol on special occasions. And then I think by the time I was 15 or 16, I looked at Ash and I go, so what's a special occasion? Because they would never drink. And then I'd always be like, okay, like,
So what
So what's a
classifies a
special
special occasion?
occasion? Yeah.
I was just telling Cal the other day, because we were talking about wine coolers, and Cal didn't know what a wine cooler was. And I was like, oh my God, my
Yeah.
mom loved wine coolers growing up. Because we were watching a movie and they were having a
Yeah.
wine cooler. And wine coolers, I guess they're not really as big of a thing, but they were in like I would compare it to like a Smirnoff Ice. Like it comes in a glass bottle and it was always like a peach Bellini flavor or something like fruity and delicious, but we'd keep it in the fridge with the sodas. And
It
I
looked
remember
like a
always
soda.
going in and being like, okay, mom said I can't have this wine cooler, but I can have this soda. And like remembering to
Yeah.
always grab the right one. But I always wanted to try her wine coolers.
with like the koozies that were so like,
Yes.
there was only one style of koozie then.
I love a koozie.
Last one.
Last one, best one.
Okay. First time I got high. I think the first time I gaslit myself into getting high.
Me too.
because it was me. This is so like freshman year of college. Like me and a couple of my friends, we got some weed and we were like,
Some weed. It was
oh
spice.
guys, we were about to like smoke weed. And then we had I believe we used a bowl and we went out behind our dorm
You
building.
did it at the dorms?
No, like out, like in the woods. There was like some trees
In the woods.
nearby, and we were trying to smoke it, but we obviously didn't do it correctly because like
just
we didn't
full.
inhale it.
Yeah,
we just
yeah.
like
Didn't have an
just like the
apple.
puff thing, like a cigar.
Yeah.
And I was like looking at the lights and stuff, and I was like, I think I'm high.
Everyone's like, do you feel it? And you're like,
yeah,
I
do you
do.
feel it,
It's
Mr.
like,
Crab?
I
I did
don't
that my
even
first time
know.
too.
Do you feel it, Mr. Krabs?
And I think we went back to one of our dorm rooms and we just like sat there and we were like, are we
think I'm
high right now? I'm not sure. And we were like fake laughing at each other and we were like, this is.
Because you're, yeah. Oh my God,
Yeah.
that's funny. You're like, yeah, I feel it.
And then we slowly were like, I don't think we got high. And then the first time I really got high, I thought I could smoke a lot because I thought the first time I got high.
Oh my God.
And then I smoked a lot and I don't remember what happened.
Can you tell the story of you selling drugs to that rapper?
Well, it wasn't me. It was my friend. But my friend asked me to come along with him.
In case the cops are
Tell them
listening.
the whole story, please. Like they
I've
need
never
to hear
heard
this.
this.
It's such a funny story. Cal brought it up the other day, and I was like, I forgot this is a story.
I think this was my junior year of college. We had every year at college like has a concert with usually like a pretty big artist, and I didn't go because I just wasn't really that interested. And like,
Damn.
yeah, but I just remember hanging out. I think I was hanging out like in my dorm room with my friend because he didn't want to go either. And I get a text from my buddy and he's like, yo, I'm about to like do something kind of important. Do you want to come with me real quick? And I was like,
Important.
I was like, what's up?
You would get in this situation.
No, because I think the reason why he called me to go with him is because he was small and like kind of scrawny, and if he was in a situation with a drug deal going wrong, having someone that's tall that looks like he could handle a fight.
What drugs too?
Marijuana, cannabis.
Wait, this is
Literally
so funny.
an eighth of weed,
The devil's
this
lettuce,
much.
Mary Jane.
This much, like not even
The
that
people
much.
online, heroin.
But I get in,
It was just weed.
I get in Kyle's car and I was like, "What are we doing?" And he said, "We're selling some weed." And I was like, "Is this seriously happening right now?" And he was like, "Yeah, we're going to his like hotel room right now." And I was like, "Get the fuck, that's not happening." And he was like, "No, dude, like you need to come with me for this." And I was like, "Okay." So we drive over to his.
Imagine he like lied to you and you get there and there's no one there.
No,
He's like, I just want to hang out.
The reason why was because he was trying to hit up one of our friends to like, get lucky that night. And
Not get lucky.
Oh, I'm sorry. I need to like watch
My
what I'm saying
60-year-old
here.
friend over here. He wanted girls.
He wanted girls.
He wanted girls.
He wanted home.
Yeah, he did. But she was not interested. So she was there with us and she was like texting him back and forth. And we were like delivering the weed to the hotel room. We get to the bottom of the stairs and his manager comes down and he's like, "You got it, right?"
No.
And Kyle was like,
Yeah, I got it.
and we were both just like standing there like, "All right,
this
so what
in
do we do now?"
California?
This was in North Carolina.
Okay, so illegal there.
Yeah, illegal.
You know
Okay.
what I imagine? Like when you go to a guy's house, or like the meme of like you going to a guy's house in the middle of the night and you're like sitting on the edge of the bed.
Yeah, like
when
Emma,
we
I wonder
visited
why I'm
Kyle's
here.
apartment the first time together.
Yes, that's the energy, just like sitting on the edge of the bed, like waiting.
Yeah. But I could tell the manager was kind of upset that there were two dudes there because I think rapper name wanted just her to come with one of her girlfriends.
Oh, it was a girl?
Yeah.
It was a girl drug dealer.
No. My buddy was the one. It's a he. He was the one with the weed. Okay. But I think rapper name just wanted
the girls were coming.
Just wanted our girlfriend to bring it with another girlfriend. Oh. So sorry, I completely forgot about that detail because I just remembered
That's the whole point of the story.
delivering the weed to him.
so
But the whole
funny.
reason why we're there is because he wanted to get laid.
Oh
Get
my
lucky.
god.
So he was looking for like hookers.
yeah, and weed.
Not hookers, just like girls to come hang out at the room, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure he was.
But
This is
the
a guy.
manager was very disappointed. He was like,
Okay,
All right,
one of
come up
you's
to the
gonna have to
room.
put on a bra.
yeah.
Wait, so you guys y'all hung out?
No, we didn't hang out.
He was not trying to hang out.
Because he didn't want to hang out with some fucking white dudes at
Well,
Wake Forest, right?
I thought you
college
said
student.
the
Yeah.
manager was like, "Go ahead."
No. Well, we went up to the hotel room to like give him the weed.
Okay.
And he
He was probably like, "Get the
dapped up
fuck
Kyle, gave
out."
him 100, and then slammed the door in at us. He was like, "All right, have a good night." Boom. And the manager was like, "You can go now."
Imagine you were like, can I get a selfie?
But then
Wait,
later,
Max.
but then we're in the car driving back.
Selfie.
Yeah. Can I get a picture and autograph it?
I just wanted to ask, can I get a quick photo?
Sorry to bother.
I know I just told you drugs, but
No, that's so funny.
Yeah.
here, you can have the money back. Can I just get a quick
$100 for a selfie.
But we get in the car to go back, and our girlfriend, she gets a
Who
text.
is she?
I don't know what, I can't think of like the right.
No,
Wait,
we were just kidding.
okay.
You're your friend.
Yeah, but
my
what was her
friend.
name and last name?
They text her again as we're going back, and they're like, "Can you come back with like a girlfriend?"
Oh.
And she was like,
Then that's when you
"No."
pull on the-
And she was like, "No, that's not happening." Because she was like giving us live updates on what they were texting
Oh my
her.
god, I bet.
And that's
And
when
they're
he
like-
had to put on the wig.
Yeah.
Imagine him and Kyle's go back. That would have been
They're like, that's a tall woman.
Remember when I put Cal in the wig and the dress?
Yes.
When it was
Oh my
like that? He
God.
walks up.
The heels.
Knock, knock, knock.
Hey, boys.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for coming back onto Pretty Basic. This was such a fun episode.
I loved it. I had a great time.
So unhinged
was
and
so
so random.
slim.
I love it.
So random, but so much fun. We love you guys so much. And make sure you guys subscribe to Pretty Basic. Follow us on Instagram, Pretty Basic Official. And we will catch you guys next week for another episode. Bye.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
y'all.
Bye.